Welcome back, 5th grade. All right, we're going to pick up with the next worksheet in your packet after the test, which is worksheet number 14, and it's talking about nouns, both common and proper nouns. And, of course, we have learned along the way that a noun names a person, place, or thing. In fact, the word noun is a Latin word that means name. So if you have a noun, you're naming a person, you're naming a place, or you're naming a thing. And of course, we learned along, I think even back at the beginning of this 5th grade school year with you guys, we did the noun song. A person, place, or thing, a person, place, or thing. That is what a noun is, a person, place, or thing. So we know that it is a person, a place, or a thing. A common noun names any person, place, or thing, and a proper noun names a specific person, place, or thing, and those would be things that have capital letters. A boy is a common noun, but a boy named John is a proper noun. We live in the city. City is a common noun. We live in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is a proper noun. So those are several of the things that we want to cover with that. But I also want to cover that a noun can also name an idea or a feeling. And we're going to talk about that a little bit in detail. It can name an idea or a feeling, something that we cannot see, like me in this video right now. A feeling or an idea is something that we cannot see. Words like courage, liberty, happiness. Those are things, but we can't see. We can't see courage. Well, he had so much courage, or he was so brave. He showed bravery. We can't see those things, but they are really things. So they are ideas of something, or feelings that we have. Forgiveness. We can offer forgiveness. We can feel forgiveness for someone who has wronged us. That is a feeling, but we can't see it. It's just something that's there. Courage, liberty, happiness, beauty, bravery, purity, truth, forgiveness, curiosity, sin. Well, we talk about sin a lot, especially in Bible. We know that sin is missing the mark, not measuring up to what God wants us to do. So it's doing things that are wrong. But it's hard to see sin, but it's something that's there. Righteousness, being right. Jesus was righteous. To have righteousness. Well, doing the right thing, that we know what that is, but we can't see it. And motivation, to be motivated to do something, is a thing, but we can't see it. So a person, a place, a thing, or an idea or feeling, those are all nouns that we'll be talking about in this lesson today. And as we go through your worksheet, if you go back and look at page 14, the very top section, it wants you to underline all the nouns in the sentence, whether they're common nouns or proper nouns. You're going to underline them, and then you're going to write over top of that noun a C if it's a common noun, or a P if it's a proper noun. And we're going to do number 1 on the page together. I have it up here on the wall. Snowflakes were first captured on film in America. A snowflake is a thing. Were first captured on film. Film is a thing. And in America, that's a place. Okay? So we've got 2 things and a place. Those are all nouns. Snowflakes. Now that has a capital letter, but it's because it's at the beginning of the sentence. Is a snowflake a proper noun? No, it is a common noun. So right over the top of that, you're going to write a C. Film. Film is just a common noun, so you'll write a C over top of it. But when we get to America, we we notice it starts with a capital A, and that it is a specific place, not just any place, but a specific place. So it is a proper noun, and we'll put a P over the top. So you're going to do all of 1 through 6 like that. Now, in the second section, it wants you to read the sentence, and in the sentence there is an underlined word. It is a noun. Is that underlined word used as the simple subject of the sentence, who or what the sentence is about, which is usually found near the beginning of the sentence? Or is it the object of a preposition? That is, it's the noun that comes right after a preposition that we talked about in our last chapter. We still have our preposition pages up on the wall over there that you can still see. So, the way that you can figure this out, first of all, what's the sentence about? So you're going to read a sentence and you're going to determine snowflakes are made of ice crystals. The word, no, that's not right. Snowflakes are made of ice crystals. That sentence is not what I wanted to write there. Snowflakes are made of flat ice crystals. Flat crystals of ice. I looked at that wrong, okay? So that sentence should say snowflakes are made of flat crystals of ice. All right, so the word that's underlined is crystals. It's already underlined for you. So, and it's a noun, that's a thing, crystals. But is the sentence about crystals or is it about snowflakes? It's about snowflakes, so it's not the subject of that sentence. It is the OP, object of the preposition. The word of is a preposition of flat crystals. Of flat crystals. Of flat crystals. So of is our preposition. We can see it over here on our list of flat crystals. So it's the object of the preposition of. So the way that you can figure it out is find the word that's underlined, go look and see, figure it out. Is that the subject? Is that what that sentence is about? Or is it the object of a preposition? Go find it. Put your preposition, put parentheses around your prepositional phrase, and if that's in that prepositional phrase, then it's the object of the preposition. And then there's another one. Let's do the second one. All snowflakes have 6 sides. I wrote that one right. All snowflakes have 6 sides, and snowflakes is the word that's underlined. Okay? So what is this sentence about? It is about snowflakes. So it would be the subject. We would put an S beside of that one because it is the subject of the sentence. It is not in a prepositional phrase. All right, sorry about that, guys. So that's how you're going to do 7 through 15. And then down at the bottom, you're going to look at each of those sentences, and you're going to underline one noun in the sentence that names an idea or feeling. And you make sure you go back and view the Teacher Tools online video for Chapter 3, Part A, Lesson 21. They'll go over these words that I've talked about up here that are feelings or ideas so that you can underline the one that is the correct one. The next page is proper nouns, capitalization rules. And we know that if it's a proper noun, we do capitalize it. So we're just going to briefly go over some of those rules for capitalizing. Remember that you capitalize the names and initials of people, their titles of respect, and any abbreviations of titles. Like I am Mrs. Stockdale, so the M in Mrs. would be capitalized as well as my last name, would be capital. The first letter of my last name would be capitalized. A pastor, Reverend James White. Reverend would be capitalized as well as the James and White. President Lincoln. You would capitalize both the P in president and the L in Lincoln. You capitalize the names of groups or teams of people like Girl Scouts or the Cincinnati Reds or the Jacksonville Jaguars. The American Red Cross. Those are all organizations, groups, teams of people. You capitalize the first letters of each of those words. You capitalize the names of specific days of the week, months, holidays, and their abbreviations. So, of course, today is Wednesday. We capitalize the W in Wednesday. It is April 29th. We capitalize the A in April. We capitalize holidays. We have the holiday Memorial Day coming up, so we would capitalize the M and the D in Memorial Day. We'd capitalize all of those. Or the abbreviations, if you're going to abbreviate a month or a day. Wednesday, capital W-E-D, period. April, capital A-P-R, period. You capitalize the names of streets, cities, states, countries, continents, rivers, lakes, oceans, buildings, ships, submarines, anything like that. You capitalize it. So our school, Cedar Creek Christian School, is on Lane Avenue. You would capital the L in Lane and the A in Avenue. We live near the Atlantic Ocean. You would capitalize both the A and the O. The St. Johns River runs through our city. You would capitalize the first letters of St. John's and River. You capitalize the first, last, and all important words in titles of stories, poems, and books. And you capitalize the names of God, names for the Bible, and the books of the Bible, or the segments of the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, things like that. Sometimes a noun may be proper or common depending on how it's used in a sentence. We moved to the sunny South. South is a specific region of the United States. We moved to the South, so South would be capitalized. But we moved south a direction, or we drove south on Lane Avenue. South would not be capitalized because we're just going in a direction. So if a word like that is used as a region, you would capitalize it. But if you're going in a direction, it's not capitalized. Also, words we use commonly, but if they're used as a name, for example, mom. Today, mom picked me up from school. That is what we call mom. That's like her name almost. We're renaming her, so it's a capital M. But if I said, today my mom picked me up from school, it's used as a general term, then it would not be capitalized. Once again, please view the video, the Teacher Tools online videos for both Lesson 21 and 22, because she will go over all of this information with you to make sure that you have all of that as you try to complete the rest of worksheet 15. The middle section, you're going to underline the word that completes each sentence. Oh, the top section, you're going to use proofreading marks, the 3 little lines, to indicate which word should be capitalized in a sentence. In the middle section, you're going to circle the word that completes the sentence correctly. Like, my aunt is visiting for a few weeks. Well, my aunt is a general term, so that would be a lowercase a. But if it was my Aunt Betty, then both Aunt and Betty would be capitalized. And then at the bottom, it says circle each title that uses the correct capitalization and punctuation for poems, stories, and books. And this is something that we covered both last year and earlier this year as we did this. And please, like I said, view the Teacher Tools online video to help you as you complete, especially this section down at the bottom. If you have any questions, you can call or text me or email me, and I will be completing a second video in a few minutes that covers the next 2 worksheets for this week. You guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.